LeBron James has been the subject of trade rumors since his agent raised questions about the four-time NBA champion's future with the Los Angeles Lakers, and there is one Western Conference team that is viewed as a clear favorite to land him. Bovada Sportsbook released new odds on Tuesday for where LeBron might end up in the event that the Lakers trade him this summer. The Dallas Mavericks topped the list at plus 125, followed by the Miami Heat at plus 500 and Cleveland Cavaliers at plus 550. There is a wide gap between the Mavericks and any other team. James last month exercised his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season. His agent Rich Paul said at the time that LeBron wants to compete for championships and is still evaluating how he wants to finish his career. Those comments fueled a new wave of trade speculation. There are a lot of reasons to believe LeBron would be open to playing in Dallas. He has won championships with Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving, and he also has a relationship with Mavericks head coach Jason Kidd. The addition of number 1 overall pick Cooper Kupp should help as well. James has not said a whole lot about his future this offseason. He recently had a 7-word response when asked about the trade speculation, and he seems like he is deliberately creating uncertainty. That is likely his way of putting pressure on the Lakers to continue to add to their roster, though it is unclear how much influence the 40-year-old still has within the organization. Rich Paul, longtime agent of LeBron James and head of Clutch Sports, was reportedly upset over what he viewed as a shift in influence within the Los Angeles Lakers organization following the arrival of Luka Doncic, according to Kendrick Perkins. On the latest episode of the Road Trippin' podcast, Perkins, a former NBA player and teammate of James, revealed that Paul had called him directly to express frustration after Perkins publicly suggested that a new power structure had formed inside the franchise. There's a new sheriff in town. It's Luka and Bill Duffy. It's WME. It's no more Clutch Sports no more, Perkins said. And I told this to Rich Paul on the phone, and we had an argument because I said it on TV, and we argue a lot. Perkins detailed that the conversation occurred after he made similar remarks during a television appearance, prompting Paul to reach out immediately afterward. According to Perkins, Paul pushed back on the notion that Clutch Sports, which has long held considerable sway over Lakers roster decisions, had lost its grip on the franchise. I told him on the phone after he called me after I got off television. It's a new sheriff. Clutch Sports is not running it no more. LeBron is not running the Lakers organization no more. It's Luka Doncic, Bill Duffy. Kendrick Perkins says Rich Paul upset as WME. Luka Doncic gained power over LeBron James in Lakers shift. Doncic, represented by Duffy and WME Sports, was acquired by the Lakers in a blockbuster trade with the Dallas Mavericks in February, sending Anthony Davis to Dallas. Since the trade, Doncic has been positioned as the new centerpiece of the franchise, while the Lakers continue to retool around him. Perkins pointed to the team's recent signing of free agent center DeAndre Ayton as further evidence of WME's growing influence. Ayton, also represented by WME and Bill Duffy, joined the Lakers on a 2-year, $8.1 million deal following a buyout with the Portland Trail Blazers. When I said that, they signed DeAndre Ayton, Perkins continued. Who is DeAndre Ayton signed to? WME. Who is Bill Duffy again? The Lakers' shift in direction comes amid a broader transition within the organization. LeBron James opted into his $52.6 million player option for the 2025-26 season and is returning for his 23rd year in the league. Despite his continued presence, many within league circles have speculated that Doncic's arrival marks a changing of the guard in terms of both leadership and influence. Under second-year head coach J.J. Redick, the team is expected to be built around Doncic moving forward, with younger talent like Ayton supporting him in key roles. While James remains a key figure on the court, the Lakers' recent decisions reflect a franchise increasingly influenced by WME's rising power structure. The tension described by Perkins adds to the growing narrative around a power transition within the Lakers, as the organization begins to look toward a future beyond LeBron James. NBA superstar Luka Doncic is eligible to sign up to a 4-year contract with the Los Angeles Lakers this offseason, though prominent analysts around the league see cracks developing in that potential outcome. Doncic can secure $229 million on a deal that would keep him under contract in LA through the 2029-30 campaign. Bobby Marks of ESPN predicted earlier this offseason that if Doncic signs an extension with the Lakers on or after August 2nd, when he becomes officially eligible to do so, that he will opt instead for less money on a 3-year agreement. Doing so will bring Doncic back to the negotiating table one summer earlier with 10 years of NBA service on his resume, which will open up a much more lucrative ceiling on his next max contract. But Doncic doesn't actually have to do anything this summer. He can opt not to ink an extension and play the 4th season of his 5-year, $215 million deal in 2025-26. He can then opt out next summer and hit free agency, which Windhorst detailed on the Tuesday, July 15th edition of NBA Today. This is a stress max right now for Luka. The Lakers are a little bit stressed out about it, Windhorst said. If he signs it, relief for the Lakers. If he does not sign it, he can be a free agent next summer when there are going to be 10-plus teams with cap space. You will see teams begin to open up maneuvers to try to chase Luka. Keeping his options open will allow Doncic to apply pressure to the Lakers' front office in the same way his teammate LeBron James tried to do earlier this summer after opting into the final year of his contract. However, James will be 41 next year and isn't part of the team's long-term plans, which severely limits his leverage. Doncic, however, is in the complete opposite situation, and Los Angeles will want to do everything it can to keep him happy and clad in purple and gold. Nick Wright of Fox Sports suggested Wednesday that part of keeping Doncic assured about his position within the organization involves LA treating James with appropriate reverence, which Wright asserted the franchise has failed to do thus far this summer. I think the way the Lakers screwed up the Dorian Finney-Smith thing is potentially troubling, and I think the way the Lakers are not so subtly dissing LeBron James about how excited they are to be done with him. I can't imagine Luka is happy about that, Wright said. I would have said it's 95% that Luka will re-sign this summer. I now will say it's 75%. I would say it is not a lock.